Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you all
Hi.
again. Welcome back to the game that knocks you down and then keeps kicking you while you're down. And then when you go, please stop. The kicks, they're starting to hurt. The kicks just get a little harder. So, yes, welcome back to Curse of Strahd Hardcore. I've been very excited to continue this session after everything that wrapped up last session. So, without further ado, Crowned, would you like to give us a little bit of a recap of what happened last time?
Yes.
Go on, champ.
Having arrived at the city of Vallaki, we find a town of gloom surrounded by walls of spikes adorned with wolf heads. Greeted by guards, we're allowed to stay within the walls of the city, having arrived just before curfew, and we are told all is well. Traveling to the inn after some deliberation within the town, the party comes across a previous ally in the form of their human guise, Troust, who introduces us to Lady Danica and Erwin, with whom the twins are already familiar, having worked with them before in the past. More yet, a wicked secret is revealed about our friendly rogue, an assassin in service to the inn. Introducing them to Irina in hopes of them being able to keep her safe, him and others have been looking at her with a strange air about them, as if they'd seen her before, and when prompted, Erwin asks us to visit a nearby toy shop, and should we find anything of interest, perhaps it may enlighten some things. It's here that we are introduced to the famous Blinsky, who upon seeing Irina, recognizes her immediately and informs us that he's been pressed into service by a strange figure to create toys in her image, getting better and better each time. He is promptly told to never do that again, but it's almost certain that Blinsky wants to keep his store. He'll continue his strange work. Of our own volition, after questioning Blinsky, the party decided it's time to meet the burgermeister of the town, one Baron Volkovich. Arriving in the manor, it's a short wait after the maid sees us into the loft that we meet the rather eccentric and smiling Baron, who upon recognizing Irina's position as a daughter of Barovia's burgomaster, decides she'll be married to his son and will take no for no answer. Despite our protests, we eventually fold in hopes of quelling his wrath, and after he grants us permission to stay in his lovely manor and leaves us in the loft with Irina, the party decide it's best to leave, and through one broken window, we begin our session.
Very good, Crown. Thank you so much for that wonderful, wonderful recap. It helps out tremendously while I get ready for what's about to happen.
Yeah, I bet you love that shit, don't you, Brett? You love that shit.
I absolutely love that shit, especially when I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, you're an esteemed and great dungeon master. I'm gonna put you to work for a little bit.
yeah, you put us through the meat grinder. You got to exploit our work too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, do something funny, Moth Girl. Do it. I'm gonna have Juniper during breaks entertain chat now. What else can I do?
No!
No! That's right. This game truly is cursed. Strahd. Anyways, let's go ahead and begin. Yes, we're actually starting right as you all have left the Burgermaster's estate. As Crown so eloquently put it, yeah, the Burgermaster is a bit of an estranged individual who has been like, hey, you know, we're people of influence. You should marry my son so we can join the cities together and all will be well. And of course, this guy is a major creep. I mean, just look at his face, for God's sake. Oh my God, he's got the two giant Mastiff dogs that are also terrifying and scary.
All ugly people are evil.
That's not what I'm saying.
Damn, my life makes sense now.
Holy
shit.
shit.
What's even worse is that whole interaction was bullshit because I didn't even get a burger.
Yeah. Where was
that was fucked up.
That's what makes him an ugly person. No burgers. No burgers whatsoever.
I mean, honestly, he is like a shit host.
Yeah.
Like,
I came in and said, it's the little people. Aren't you glad that you're here amongst us?
Weird looking and a bad host.
God damn it. Anyways, moving on from that, cancelable offense. We're gonna go to continue.
It's real easy to punch upwards from down here.
You all have left the Burgomaster estate. You guys are currently traveling through the area, trying to, just trying to get your way out. Window smashed. You are leaving through the town. And where would you like to go from here? Obviously, I'm assuming there is some direction that you would like to attend to.
Crawling through the window and sort of fumbling onto his face on the other side, Dell pushes himself up with one arm and goes, well, what are we doing?
Well, I guess we just have to go back to the inn.
All right. The inn has been proposed. Will you guys be heading in that direction now?
I'm going with the flow.
Yeah.
All right.
I am not leaving her here with this creep.
And Irina is also nodding, being like, I'm not staying here any more than I have to.
You think he's gonna sick the guards on us?
Yeah,
Probably.
I tried to say that we shouldn't bring her with us, but we did.
No, I'm honestly, I'm glad that I did to see what exactly is happening within this town and seen it firsthand. I understand now more than ever that I don't want to be here anymore.
Better to rip off the band-aid early.
Well, I'm glad you say that, but now we can never enter the town again because it's probably going to want to kill us.
I mean, do you want to be here?
Everything wants to kill us.
I mean, nighttime in the forest isn't very fun. I'd rather be in a city with a bunch of guards instead of scarecrows almost cutting me hands off.
A different threat, I suppose. As you guys begin to approach over towards the inn, you begin to pass. Give me a second, pulling up the notes. You're passing your way over to what clearly appears to be the. Oh yeah, as you guys are kind of making your way. Sorry, I'm actually starting over here because I read the church is over here. As you're walking, you're walking through the streets. First of all. Are you guys, how are you heading over to the inn? Are you taking any sort of special precautions? It seems that tensions are high right now. Want to see what kind of additional things you're doing, or if you're just kind of like most direct way possible.
A fast pace directly, because he doesn't have much time to really, tell everyone to be on the look for us.
Yep.
I don't think we have to be heads down. Don't look conspicuous. Just like look like we have somewhere to be.
That's fair. As you make your way over to the inn, those with a passive perception, I would say of over, let's say 12. Those with a passive perception of over 12 would easily take note. First of all, it's getting mighty dark out. Sun's starting to go down as you're wrapping up your day. Fortunately, you're behind the well-fortified city. Even though you may not feel safe, you're probably going to feel a little bit better than being outside those walls before the sun falls. Furthermore, to kind of add on to that, you'll pass by the church, and as you do, you'll watch as a small huddled mass will begin, or people make their approach over to the church. They easily look scared and frightened as they make their way. The door opens to the caretaker of the church, who motions them in before the door immediately is closed but left ajar, allowing entry to anyone else who would like to enter their halls. So, with that being seen, will you be continuing over to the inn, or would you like to investigate the church?
My vote's the inn.
I say inn.
All right.
Yeah, we can ask them. Be like, hey, what goes on at the church?
Okay.
Freaky shit.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you assume it's gonna be freaky shit? All right.
Because this shit's all about death and destruction.
Heading on over to the inn. Okay. You will once again make your way open to the open door. Over at the bar is Lady Danica, who nods you and once again motions you over to the kitchen to meet up with Erwin. All right, give me one quick moment. Wabam, wabam, and wabam. Entering over into the kitchen, Erwin once again sits over at the end, giving you a nod until initiate the conversation. So what did you find out?
Hey, we're probably wanted in the city now.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, we blew it.
Well,
Oops.
we kind of wanted to go to the Burgermaster early, and he wanted to take the lassie's hand for his son. We didn't want that, but he wouldn't take no for an answer, so then we kind of just had to run away.
I mean, that does make sense. The Burgermaster is an interesting individual, to say at the least. He means well, or rather he believes he means well. However, he seems to be causing a bit more of an issue for the fine folks here of Vallaki. And that's why we try to keep our doors open all the time, so people can come here and drink their woes away. The wine business is booming, as they say.
There's nothing wrong getting drunk.
I don't think so either, especially in the realms that we live in. A brief respite is vital to one's mental faculties.
Small town type beat.
Type shit.
Type shit.
Type shit.
You wanted us to learn about the doll, right?
Yes. What did you find out over at Blinsky's?
My guess is he thinks it's the Burgermaster, but I think
He definitely didn't say that.
Oh, he hinted at
No,
it.
he
It felt
didn't.
like to
He
me.
did not hint at it.
Yeah, he did.
Erwin blinks before holding his hands out. Everyone, please. One at a time. First of all, what did you discover at Blinsky's?
There's a doll that looks like her. Someone wants to set him on fire if he doesn't make the doll.
Yeah, you'll watch as Irina's sort of like leaning up against the wall, folding her arms a little bit. She's definitely a little apprehensive as she taps her foot in a nervous pattern. He looks over to Irina, nods, and says, "That's where I figured she, her appearance was familiar, but I needed you to see for yourself, without anyone's influence of that. And if you've come to the same conclusion, then that is peculiar. Now, continue off with what you were saying about the Burgermaster, or something about setting fire to Blinsky's.
He just said if he doesn't make the doll, and someone threatened to set his shop on fire.
And you're saying that you've discovered this was the Burgermaster?
I think it's that.
So you don't know who is asking him to make the dolls?
No, he was like saying something about like he can't say it, but he was like, maybe you should go talk to the Burgermaster. Nudge, nudge. That's what I got from it. Everyone else thinks it's Strahd.
And yeah, so he's gonna go ahead and look over to Rag, who is also speaking up about this. And is that what you think?
I don't think it's the Burgermaster. It could be his son. Maybe. I don't know. But I don't think it's him. He didn't recognize her.
Well, that is unsettling, to say the least, that dolls are being made out of someone. But there are more pressing matters now, it seems. So tell me, what exactly happened once you arrived at the mansion?
We got let in, we got put in a room, waited, then he saw her, and then we talked a bit, and then he really wanted her to stay at the manor, and then we jumped out a window.
You all...
We sure did.
I definitely did.
The window was not open, to be clear.
I see. So you escaped.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're gonna be able to stay in this city much longer.
That is...
He might have one less
It
window
wasn't-
now.
It wasn't exactly a you can leave now type of deal.
Oh, I would assume so if you left out the man's window.
Yeah.
Glory, what were you saying?
He might have one less window now.
Well, I'm sure he can simply build another, but if he has his eyes locked on the Lady Irina, and you have denied him that could be an issue.
Yeah.
Well, that is unfortunate, he'll say, as he folds
It's no good.
his arms and saying, if it is of any comfort, the Burgomaster is very easy to upset. If you weren't to offend the man over this matter, I'm sure it would only have been a matter of time before you offended him with another. So
Yeah, I just had to bend the knee a little bit.
Bend the knee.
We've been here for 1 day, and I've learned 2 things about this town already. 1, the men are creeps. 2, everyone's obsessed with her.
Well,
Yeah.
he looks over to Irina and said, the only one that is obsessed with her that we know of is the toy maker, which sounds to me that he's being forced to make it, and whoever is employing the toy maker to make such odd dolls. And now the Burgomaster knows that you're here and has a steady interest over in the Lady Irina. Well, things are advancing at a rather quick pace, as it were. However, I don't think we'll have to say our goodbyes just yet. Rest assured, if you are to remain here at the Inn, we will cover your identities, make sure that you're protected here, and we definitely have no intentions to give you over to the Burgomaster.
I guess we all have to turn into lycanthrope.
That's not what I'm saying at all. I don't...
That's a good disguise, though,
Why
right?
are you still on about that?
Just turn into one. No one's gonna recognize us.
He looks over to you and says, do you have an interest in lycanthropy?
Oh, I do want my arm back.
Right, of course. We could probably... he'll follow up again.
That's what we talked about last time, remember?
True, but...
At the toy maker, right?
Yeah. You're true.
No, I talked to the toy maker, too, about that.
Right. I wasn't saying to completely transform you into a lycanthrope, just...
Oh, just my arm.
Aid the process, yes. You wouldn't necessarily need to transform you. It is a very accursed
it was
state.
like an all or nothing thing.
This is my furry arm.
Does it just pop back? Or does it
Watch
pop
me
up
more of
like
my
a
arm,
baby arm
Blur.
and then it grows?
You prefer it furry or not?
I'm sorry, Glory, what was that?
I said, is it going to... Does it come back all at once, or is it turn into like a little baby arm and then it grows?
I'm all gonna have a nub.
Like in the Deadpool movies.
Well, the process itself, I must admit, would be experimental, to say at best. It's not.
You did say I might die. I remember that.
He kind of motions his hand and says,
I'd rather die than have a baby stump arm.
I don't think he's going to have a baby. Look, we have other pressing matters to work with on this.
That's my bad.
I was gonna say, how do you hold the shield and the sword when they're... Never mind.
We're not
Well, it's
going
gonna
to give
grow
him a baby
back.
arm.
It's gonna bro.
I would also appreciate not spreading rumors that our group here is in the process of making baby arms for people. It would...
I wasn't gonna say that.
I appreciate that very much. Look, while you're here, you'll be under my protection. Although staying here for a long period of time may be dangerous for us. Our order is not well known amongst the individuals, and we also have a bit of a interest to see the downfall of the Devil's King. While I'm sure the Burgomaster would agree with us, he's not going to do so openly. He believes by keeping the town happy with his morbid festivals he seems to have here several times a week, if the people are happy, it'll keep Strahd away. I think he's a fool, and nothing is going to keep that man away if he truly wants to break down the walls and invade. So, needless to say, he is I'll repeat it again, a fool. Because of that, I don't expect to see him wandering around the streets without his guards, and I also don't expect him to look for Lady Irene on his own. However, if he does have an interest, he will probably employ the town guards to keep an eye on her. It'll probably take an evening or so for the message to pass on. So having Irene leave this area in the cover of day will soon become a very dangerous affair. We do have our ways in and out of the town, however, and we'd be willing to give you that knowledge, but we would need something in return.
Of course.
Having our secret tunnels be so exposed to people we barely know, no offense, he looks at all of you.
I completely understand.
But you do show
merit. We did just show up and make the Burgomaster angry.
Well, Trausch does speak highly of you, and...
Well, he does?
Well, the three of you, the four of you, I suppose the five of you, looks over at the two halflings.
Maybe that number will be lower again soon.
You all are survivors, to say the least, and if there's one thing, surviving in these realms is a skill in of itself. But we would need to see more. So, if you're willing to, I did bring up a test of sorts, and you would not go. You would not be doing so just to earn our favor. We offer a lot that I believe would aid in your fight against the Devil King Strahd. Resources that you may need, potions of healing, new weapons and armor to stave off against the forces of night.
Wait a minute, I like that.
He nods. Figured you would. But it's not something that we want to simply give away for free. We need to know that you are capable. And so I would ask a favor if you'd be willing to listen.
I'm listening.
And he looks at the rest of you to see what everyone else is feeling.
Everyone else paying attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I want a new sword.
He'll nod again. And then he kind of looks down a little as he taps the table. Our recent shipment of wine has been increasingly late. I know it's...
No. That's horrible!
He looks over at Rag and everyone is like, oh no! And he says,
What a land of nightmares!
Life sucks.
I understand the issue. In and of itself sounds trivial, but...
No, it doesn't!
These people rely on their escapes, and the wine does provide such a levity. Otherwise, many people resort to the dream pastries that the windmills bakers like to bring here so often for their mental escapes. I would rather them not rely on the magics of looks around before he whispers, hags, while they reside here in Vallaki.
I hope they're not listening.
Well, if they were, this inn would burn down by now.
Wait a minute.
Actually,
why would it burn down?
Probably would not. Well, I would suspect that the hags know of our true identity, and also another reason why they haven't tried to stop us or murder us or burn the inn down or anything like that.
Wait, the hags like burning things down?
I'm pretty sure if interferes with their business practices. I wouldn't be surprised for them to see this destroyed. However, there is a bit of a, I suppose, steady alliance between us and the hags at the old windmill.
What if it's the hags making the doll?
He looks over at Grell again. I'm gonna need you to focus here for just a second before
I just heard burn down. I'm trying to put the puzzle together.
Quit your yapping!
Not allowed to talk.
Well, you are, but allow me to finish the train of thought. I need someone.
All right.
I need someone, or rather someones, to head on over to the vineyard, specifically known as the Wizard of Wines. See exactly what is holding up this shipment. I and, well, my family are unable to do so at this moment, and I think it would become better if it were from individuals under my employ instead of directly by me. If you're able to find out the source of what's dried up the wine, and perhaps bring back a barrel or two, I would consider myself indebted to you. In exchange, I would be more than happy to provide you the supplies that you need, and maybe even provide you some aid if the windmill is what you truly seek at the end of all of this. In addition, I would be willing to offer you a permanent sanctuary here. I would offer you knowledge of the tunnels that would take you back into here, so you wouldn't need to enter the town nor leave in the dead of night when the realms is at its most dangerous. And we would also be able to provide you services that you would need, including reforging any of your weapons into silver, so that it would be more effective against the denizens of night and even Strahd himself. Would this be a fair exchange of services?
I like the sound of that.
Sounds adequate.
And he'll look to the rest of you as well to see your responses. Del?
Brother, I don't know what you want from Del right now. He's got a 5 int. He is listening to what everything is like everybody is saying, hearing every other word, and just sort of looking to Rag and hoping that Rag agrees with whatever is being said.
I love it.
Something need doing? Job done.
Quite literally.
Okay.
He would look over at the halflings.
He's kind of just nodding his head.
Yep.
Garrett's 8 in, 5 wisdom.
Yeah.
No
I
fucking
use my
idea what
brother
y'all wanna
trust
do.
here.
Oh,
Well, it looks like we're fine with it.
one more thing.
Oh,
Obviously,
jeez.
there could be an array of methods that you could go about acquiring the barrels of wine. I would ask that, and he specifically looks at Garen, that no harm comes to the keeper of the vineyard or his
Oh,
family.
that won't be happening, don't worry.
Very good. Just want to make sure I was clear on what kind of job this was. And he kind of gives a painfully obvious wink with his bad eye.
Nod.
All right, then. Evening is to fall, and I wouldn't have you leave in the veil of night. So, if you wish, we would provide you shelter here. And then...
I like that.
And then help escort you in the early morn, where the night sky still would help you in your escape of the town, while you still would be plenty rested.
I like that too.
Now, is there anything else I can assist you with? Any other questions you may have of the Vallakians, or anything else in general? We are
How do you
quite
get rid of
familiar
an
with the
Oni?
town. I'm sorry?
How do you get rid of an Oni?
I'm afraid I am unaware of such a foul fiend, as I have
That's the
never
thing,
seen one before.
It's chasing me. You'll see it soon. It's gonna be here sometime, probably.
What does this thing look like?
Like an Oni.
Just don't.
It looks like a
Just don't
demon.
do it.
Like it's got horns. It's bigger than both of us together.
Oh.
Even though I'm kind of small.
He looks at all the rest of you. You all have been chased by the Zoni.
No.
I don't know what it is.
I just met him like a day ago.
Right.
They killed my sister.
Yes. He nods as if understanding and goes,
No Oni will come to harm you here. Not while you're under this roof, friend.
Thank God.
Hopefully that will let you sleep a bit easier.
What goes down at the church? Everybody looked terrified going in.
Yes, well, that. I'm happy to let you know that the St. Andrew's Church is actually a place of sanctuary. It has, it's what we would consider hallowed ground. It keeps the undead away. Although, I hear that the keeper of the church has been having some issues as of late. I'm fearful that Father Lucian, who is able to offer comfort and protection during the evening, rumors have stated that the effectiveness of the hallowed ground may be waning. If you wish to learn more, I'm sure the good father would be able to instruct you as such. Since night is falling, and if you do wish to go there to learn more, you would be safe in doing so, as long as you are cautious within the streets and try to avoid any of the guards. Again, I'm uncertain how fast word would have passed of Lady Irina's arrival, but caution all the same.
Oh, we could just leave her in here, go to the church, right?
That is true, but you said the burgomaster is familiar with each and every one of you.
Yeah, maybe he has a bad memory, though.
Do us.
Are we just going to bank on that?
do with it as you will, and yes.
You're very focused on Irina.
We will provide protection for the Lady Irina. I wouldn't recommend keeping her here any longer than she would have to, though. And
of course.
And I wouldn't feel safe in doing so. I feel confident that we could protect her for this evening, but for others, the longer that she is here, unfortunately, poses a danger to herself as well as my brethren. The last thing we want to do is get on the bad side of the law here in Vallaki.
Yeah, same.
And he'll nod.
As for your rooms, we'll make sure that they are prepared for you so that you can get a good night's rest. Rest assured, we will keep you protected.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
He'll nod to each and every one of you. Is there anything else that you would like to do before you retire for the evening?
Would I know that from my previous work, are they like actually capable of hiding someone in here?
Yes. So you definitely would know that this is a very well organized operation that they have here. Do
they have like a hidden basement or like attic or something?
Yeah, they've hidden people. They have several secret like cubbies. And at worst, they're able to also hide someone within the wine storage itself behind the barrels or underneath the floorboards. They're quite familiar with hiding or helping escort people in and out of Vallaki when necessary.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Vallakians, as you would come to find out very quickly, it's exactly what Erwin says. The burgomaster becomes offended and angered very easily, and he will often sentence people to the gallows or be dragged by horseback whenever he feels at any slight whatsoever. So he has had to escort people out of the town to make way and do to try and do better outside the walls of Vallaki.
Nod. Good.
All right.
So, is there anything else you guys would like to do before you retire?
Not me.
Del?
Whatever he's gonna mention later.
Gotcha. Okay, Rag?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. So everyone is going to retreat to the room. So give me 1 second. Make sure I've got your rooms all locked up. The way that you would enter the rooms is you would actually leave the inn, kind of go around the building, ascend up sort of stairs over to the other side, and opening that, you would be given one of the larger rooms that you all would be staying at. That way the other rooms for more of the paying customers will be kept open. So give me 1 second. Wabam, 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 and wabam. Okay. So, just so you guys are aware, you would have left the inn, you would have gone up these set of stairs, you would have crossed over here where you can actually look down and see what's happening within the tavern, and then you enter into this big room over here. You'll notice the room itself only has 4 beds instead of 5, so someone is going to be sleeping on the ground.
I'll sleep on the table.
Okay.
Where's
Roast
Irina
dwarf.
sleeping?
Irina would, it's because she needs to be, she definitely needs to be protected. So she's actually going to be taking the Irwin's room, which is there is a secret compartment there that she will be able to stay. If you inquire a little bit more, there's actually a hidden area up in the attic where there's actually some like some bedding as well as some hay and some nesting material that a bunch of ravens have taken up, along with those that prefer to remain within their were-raven form. So she is definitely protected. Okay. Round, you mentioned there may have been something you wanted to say in private?
Mm-hmm. Basically, like climbing up into the bed and just sort of slumping into it. He says it mostly to Rag, because like sort of given her position.
Mm-hmm.
Is it alright if we see the church?
Yeah, of course. Like all of us, or?
I don't know.
As someone who grew up in a monastery,
Mm-hmm.
I think she sort of understands his position or something like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm sure we're not going to get into any trouble if we sneak over there. Take a look.
Okay.
You see him sort of, for the first time since the house encounter, he sort of perks up and gives a nod, and then will sort of sprawl out in the bed.
Will you be going to the church this evening?
I don't think we want to go tonight, right?
We can maybe do the morning.
Well, just as a recap of the line of events that are going to happen here. So, Irwin has mentioned that, it would probably be very difficult to get word out to every guard right now that there's a person that he once found. Obviously it's up to you whether you would like to take that as a dangerous thing or not. The more time that passes in this village, what Irwin was trying to say, is the more realization that people are going to be either potentially commanded by the burgomaster. In addition, what Irwin wants to do is to kind of get you guys out a little earlier. So where it's right at dusk. What's the morning? Is it dawn or dusk? I always get that mixed up.
Dawn.
Dawn, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So under dawn, where it's not night anymore, so you don't have to deal with the evils that are within there, but it's still dark enough that he can get you guys out of the city without guards noticing you or spotting you. So you are free to wait if you would like to do the church later, but just keep in mind that the longer that you wait, not wait, but the more time passes, the more your notoriety goes up as word spreads throughout the town.
Yeah, Rag looks a little bit restless as she starts to think about it.
Del, we might lose our chance to check it out.
Oh. Okay. You see him sort of sit up.
We can just see what's going on.
If
I'm worried that after tonight, the guards are gonna be too alert.
Oh. Okay. Is that okay? He looks to the three others.
Honk.
Damn, these guys were sleepy.
Glory.
I go do what you fucking want. I'm staying here.
All right.
All right.
I have to babysit the two sleeping beauties now.
We'll be back in probably less than an hour, honestly.
It's okay. I'm going to pick through their pockets while they're asleep.
Oh, okay, cool. Good luck. I hope you find something.
I cast guidance.
I know my brother's broke his shit.
I wish you the best of luck. All right. Give me one quick second, please.
It'll be easy to pick that one's pockets. He's unarmed.
Oh,
Dal cries.
dude.
Aww.
Dude. What the hell? All right, give me one quick moment as you guys will make your way into under the guise of night over to the church. Okay. When you're arriving over there, I'm assuming you guys are going to do everything that you can to keep yourselves hidden, not taking main streets, anything like that.
Yeah, we'll probably take a side path, even though Rag kind of feels like it's probably fine.
Yeah. I mean, you're free to take the more direct way. I just wanted
No. Even though Rag feels like it's probably going to be fine, she's still just going to take precautions.
Are you sure? I mean, it'd be really funny, though. Okay,
right,
all right.
please take a main street, please!
Wait, the guard holding up a picture of Rag.
Looking for this tiny nun. Please help me. My lost love.
All right, give me one quick second. So, all right, so doing this. 1, 2, 3, good. Okay.
All right, that's 1d12 plus 4 guards. They have a perception of 15.
How many guards be here?
That's only 2 of them. It's not the whole party. So like TPK in what, like 1 round?
Jesus. Don't worry about it, man. It'll be good. It'll be great. Okay. Then I will be taking you guys to the church. First off, I need Rag and Del to make stealth checks, please.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you know I got that disadvantage on the stealth.
Sir.
Disadvantage and a -2. Wait, is it alt or shift? It's not shift.
Just roll it normally because I'm using a different rolling system. There you go.
Okay.
And also, yeah, it'll automatically roll disadvantage if you're wearing heavy armor, so.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that shit? You like that 2 and 5?
Clank, clank, clank,
Clink, 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 clink.
Love that shit. You guys are crossing through all the streets and the alleyways.
Yeah, we're like sneaking throughout it. There's like clanking echoing off the alley walls.
A window opens, a Vallaki commoner looks down. Keep it down with your pots and pans. Fuck.
A cat like hisses and sprints off.
I'm just imagining armor like rattling, and then because she keeps mentioning them, fucking the loud clicking of heels on stonework.
Yeah, true.
All right, so you will arrive over at the outside of the church.
Activate. Wonderful. Okay. The slouching centuries-old stone church has a bulging steeple. Sorry, God, I'm so fucking immature.
Damn, brother. Put some fucking emphasis on that one.
Bulging steeple in the back, and the walls lined with cracked stained glass windows depicting
Why is it doing that?
I don't want to be here anymore.
Grow up.
The steeple.
I'm sorry.
A fence wrought iron enclosed a gate of gravestones next to the church. A thin mist creeps windows. A thin mist creeps among the graves. You will also notice that there is an individual over to the west, over at the graves. He seems to be keeping it. He's like he's currently like he's upkeeping the graves. He's kind of removing some of the weeds. And as you guys approach the church, his eyes will narrow, keeping a steady eye of you two. You are now in front of the church. Feel free to do whatever you'd like.
Are there any prominent symbols on the outside?
Yeah, I mean, it would be... Give me one quick second.
Whom is this church built for?
Yeah, you would actually see depictions towards the Morning Lord.
Oh. Wrong character. But,
Which morning?
The good morning.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
Yeah, they both have two completely different meanings. I understand. You'll also notice that he is wielding a shovel. You guys got something in common. Looks over at Del.
Sure, man. I'll take the bait. Hold on.
No, I'm kidding. It's just like, when your friend's trying to like pair you up with a friend, and it's just like, you both like shovels. That's kind of cool, right?
Sort of looking up at the symbol of Lathander, there's a sort of comfort where he sort of steps and sees the gentleman who's already out here.
Mm-hmm.
Del will sort of call out. There were others earlier.
He turns up. He looks around. Goes.
Sorry.
He goes.
He sort of waves a hand.
He goes. What? I can't hear you. You're very quiet.
Sorry. There were others.
As you approach, you actually see him. You see him. You kind of see him like tense up a little bit, and then he kind of like sighs as if he's being disrupted. But he will walk over nonetheless and go. What was that?
He was asking about the group of people here earlier.
Yes, if you wish to worship, you are free to enter the church. It's open all the time.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
What?
Do you need help?
I'm fine.
Yep, thanks.
He doesn't say another word before he returns back to what he's doing.
Take it easy, okay? Go get him.
Check.
What did you say?
Insight check.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, let's see it. Okay. He has, from that insight, he has no interest in talking to you. In fact, he doesn't seem to want to talk to anybody right now.
All right, we can go inside.
All right. Damn, everyone in this town is so fucking depressed.
I wonder why.
I simply can't be bothered personally.
As you open the door, making the note of how depressed everyone is, you hear the sound of sobbing as people gather around the congregation of the church.
She closes the door.
Hey, Hey, are you sure this is gonna help you?
Well, Lathander is Shantaea's son, so I was hoping maybe just a little.
No, you're right. We might be able to glean some kind of spiritual insight from this. Come on.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, as you guys begin to approach, everyone kind of like, as you open the door, there kind of is a jump a little where they're like, ah, like a startled jump sound is heard from the people. And this man, who is the father of this parish, definitely seems a little more put together than the last father of Barovia. Holds hands and says, "Settle down, everyone. You're fine. You'll be safe. I won't let anything happen to you. Yes, come, enter, welcome. You are amongst friends." And he motions you all over here before he begins his approach. He walks with a bit of confidence, and he kind of looks at you all with, he has a caring look on his face. He can obviously tell with Rag's, with the way Rag is presented, and with all of you, and also Dal missing an arm, that you two have been through an ordeal, and says, "You're more than welcome here, Vallakian or not. Please make yourself comfortable."
Thanks.
You can
I don't really go here, but my friend needs some spiritual guidance.
Of course. And he looks over to you, and he goes, "Are you well, my son?"
He sort of brings a hand up to touch, sort of instinctually where the arm was. I'm okay, Father. Could you help us?
He looks around and says, "Of course, my son. Everyone, I shall return in just a moment." He'll kind of like walk over to the hallway just to sort of like motion you guys, kind of giving you guys a little bit more privacy. He will, yeah, he kind of, he will unlock this door, opening it, and you enters into a small study. And he will invite you both in. What can I do for you? And then he'll, as he's talking, he's also like lighting up the little lantern over here. How may I be of assistance?
There's an abbey. He's sort of, you see him sort of clutch the side of his helmet for a moment and then go,
take your time.
West. Do you know it?
He will think to himself before he mentions the abbey to the west, over in the village of Kresik. Is that what you're speaking of?
I don't know the village name. I just know the abbey.
Yes, there is an abbey over to the west. It is a sacred place, the Abbey of Saint Markovia. It's been some time since I visited there. Is that where you're heading? Oh, well, it has always been a place of hallowed ground, a sacred place, as it were. But I'm afraid, he looks around and he'll say, but even the most sacred and protected of places can fall to evil. I have not been to the Abbey for quite some time, but it is a holy place. But I cannot assure you one way or another if you will find sanctuary there. This used to be a safe place until... And then he becomes a little bit more quiet.
Presuming and not saying anything, Del sort of nods as if understanding. He would look to Rag. I don't think there's gonna be anywhere safe for her.
Anywhere? I'm sure there has to be some place.
Well,
I don't.
is there anything that I can assist you with or help you with? I won't ask of your reasons or what sort of journey you're on or as to why, but if you were traveling all this way to find some sacred protection, you must be in some sort of grave danger.
We're trying to keep a friend safe.
I understand the feeling. I'm trying to keep my flock safe as well.
You worship the Morning Lord? Do you? He sort of looks at Rag and looks back. Do you know about and then he's going to attempt to make the best imagery that he can of a sword of sunlight.
What exactly is this that you're trying to draw?
Something to help us. It's here. Not here, but here.
He looks at the sword. And then he looks over at you. You are looking for the Sunblade.
His ears sort of perk. Yeah.
I have read of this artifact in many scriptures and books. It's said to be a weapon made of pure light. Something that would do very well for the people here in Barovia. But why are you... And he tilts his head to the two of you. So you're perhaps doing more than escorting someone or taking care of a friend.
Grave danger. Like you said.
No one's safe.
This is a very noble task that you've taken upon yourself. Do you feel up to the challenge?
I am.
I have to be.
You two are brave souls indeed. Braver than most of Barovia. I know of the sword, but I don't know of its location, if that's what you're asking. I certainly don't have it. I'm sorry for this. I wish I could give you more. And sadly, I feel I might be adding to your ailments. Because if you truly are noble warriors, interested in facing off against a certain devil king, then perhaps you might be able to aid me as well. I understand if you aren't able to, but I don't know who else to turn to. You'll kind of see the facade he had of this confident man. It cracks a little as you'll see a bit of worry fall over his face.
Okay.
I'd like to listen.
He'll sit down for a moment, and he'll look and says, I'm not expecting anyone to assist in this, but I don't know what else to do or who to turn to. In fact, the very secret itself was something that I have kept from everyone for some time, but now things are dire. This used to be hallowed land, sacred ground. It was able to keep the forces of evil at bay, able to keep Strahd's minions away. And recently, that has been taken from us. Once upon a time, we had a set of bones that had been buried underneath the church that provided us with hallowed grounds. The bones of Saint Androl, the individual we actually named this church after. We kept it buried here so that we would be protected forever from Strahd. But it seems the bones have gone missing, and I fear someone may have stolen them.
Did the protection from the bones, it actually worked?
He nods.
That's amazing.
I can tell you right now, I already feel the sacred energies that were once upon this church and these lands waning and weakening. And soon the protections will be gone altogether. And then we will be vulnerable to Strahd, if he so wishes to tear this church down, and I'm willing to believe he does anything that stands in defiance of his dark power. He wishes extinguished from these lands. If the hallowed lands are gone, myself and my people, this entire church, are in danger.
Do you have any more details about when they were stolen? Any leads at all?
He thinks to himself. I did naturally ask individuals who perhaps knew of the bones' locations. There was someone that I asked, a noblewoman of Vallaki. Someone that I don't enjoy doing business with, but would be able to provide assistance of dealings, especially that of Vallaki's underworld. I asked her directly if she knew the location of these bones. All she would do was not. All that she would do... Oh, wait. Hold on one second. Oh,
we know who stole it.
No. I'm sorry. I actually miss. I got a name mixed up.
You got a character wrong. Sorry, rewind.
Can we call that a Bretcon?
Yeah, we can call that a Bretcon. I like that.
That's good.
There'll be many Bretcons in the future. He hesitates for a moment, and he said, I spoke of it to my altar boy, Jeska. I asked him if he knew of that after the bones were stolen. I asked if anyone else perhaps knew of the bones. All he would give me was a worried nod, but he wouldn't divulge a name. He looks down and he'll say, I'm fearful that it may actually be my current gravekeeper.
Huh.
Oh.
He, sorry, I have to, oh my god, how do you say his name? Milovaj, god, what a weird name. Milovaj is a...
That freak outside.
Yeah, I really wanted to. Milovaj is a bit of a temperamental man, and I'm hesitant to encounter him on the issue. I'm also afraid to report the theft to the burgomaster or the town guards, as it may, he sighs, disrupt the festival that is upcoming.
Why would he want to take away the town's protection?
I'm uncertain as to why, and I'm hesitant to encounter him on it, but I'm afraid and fearful that I'm running out of options. I would normally keep this information to myself, but since you two are clearly of the cloth, I feel as if I can trust in you this information.
Del nods, a very earnest nod.
If you were to inquire of the bones' locations with him. Just be cautious. He has a bit of a temper, as I've said. That is, of course, he holds his hands up. You were going to look into the matter further. I don't wish to intrude upon what seems to be a very dire quest that you're on.
Del looks to Rag.
Maybe, Del, we could come back tomorrow night? Come back with everyone else?
Okay.
See what we can do about it.
He will nod to you, and a moment of relief falls over, and he says, I thank you for whatever aid that you're able to provide. I'm sorry that I couldn't have been of further assistance for you. But as I'd mentioned before, you are welcome to stay here, pray, worship, sit in meditation, as long as you need to. And this area provides comfort to the Vallakian people. Although I'm afraid that comfort will be gone before too long. So, and then he nods over to you two.
Thank you. Try to keep your spirits high.
I will. He will open the door and invite you all out again. He will close, lock, and return back, reading the scripture of the Morning Lord, to provide comfort to the people that have gathered and huddled around here during the evening.
We blowing this joint.
He nods.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
All right. As you guys will leave, the last thing, of course, that you will see is Milovaj just digging away. His head turns over to you with another expression of, you know, he kind of gives a grumpy expression over to the two of you as you leave the church. Unless there's something that you're doing here before you depart.
Guiding bolt.
Yeah, Rag does like the gesture where she points at both of her eyes and points back at him.
Yeah, that'll startle him for a bit before he turns back to what he's doing. All right, so you'll return back to the inn?
Oh yeah.
All right. 1 moment, please. So you all will retreat back into the inn, where you will continue your rest. Does anyone have a passive perception of a 15?
Yes.
I think
Damn!
mine's 14.
We didn't ask.
All right.
What the?
Oh my god.
Perception on these character sheets somewhere, or?
Yeah, unfortunately, you have to just add your perception and just add 10 to it. Garen, you have a passive perception of 7.
All of the
it should have it.
When you look at your tributes, all of the numbers next to the pluses are your passives.
Oh, the passives, yeah.
Yeah, that's your passives.
When you look next to where? Sorry.
When you open your character sheet and you look at attributes, it has the list of abilities, and then it has like the +0, +1, -1, all of that next to them.
Yeah.
And then that in parentheses, those numbers, so like the 10, 12, those are your passives.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, neato. I'm fucking out.
I'm out like a fucking light.
I'm at a 14 too.
So sorry. All right. So Del, as you continue to slumber, late into the AM, you will hear a heavy pounding at a door. It startles you awake for a moment, at a fear that it is your door that is being knocked upon, until you quickly realize it is the tavern's door that is being knocked on.
Oh shit.
The door, a knock comes again. You'll hear Erwin's voice. I'm coming. You'll hear muffled from behind the door.
as footsteps walk over. You'll hear the door open as heavily armored footsteps follow. And then you'll hear, some of Vallaki's finest. Come on in, make yourself comfortable. Heavy footsteps come in. You hear the sound of chairs being dragged, squeaking, wood against wood. And, Del, what are you doing? Are you taking a peek, or are you staying right there?
I'm going to say right here, I have no stealth.
Mm-hmm.
I think... Oh, no. I can't do that either.
What's up?
Pass through. No, can pass through. Fuck. What's a 20-foot sphere looking like? That'd probably take up this whole room. I assume everybody's asleep?
Yes.
Yeah, that would take up the whole room. I was going to cast silence so that way they can't hear anybody sleeping, but it's going to take up the whole room and I wouldn't be able to hear out the door. So we're just going to listen. And if snoring gets us caught, it gets us caught.
All right. So you'll hear heavy footsteps from downstairs, a set of them. You hear the sound of wooden chair being dragged, and then a heavy sort of impact sound is made across the chair. You figure it's several individuals sitting.
What do I roll for snore?
You don't roll anything. You will hear lighter footsteps in Erwin's voice.
Can I get you to anything? It's late point for a visit.
And you'll hear another gruffled voice.
This isn't a pleasure call. We're here to inquire about someone, or someones rather. Do tell.
You'll hear the sound of a couple of tankards being filled up, and then clanked down onto the table. There'll be a moment of quiet before you hear the sound of the mug dragging against the table. And what sounds like someone about to speak, instead you hear a loud gulp, mouth still full.
We're looking for someone, a woman, as it were. Apparently the burgomaster has great interest in her, and says that she may be in great danger. Or some sort of daughter of Barovian's burgomaster. I haven't heard anything of the sort.
You'll hear Erwin say before he sits down. And another voice will say,
or perhaps you may have heard of some other individuals.
You'll then hear a description being given of all of you.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Perhaps they're out.
How do they describe me?
How do they describe you?
No, I'm kidding.
This real nasty girl boss of a woman walks in and
Rag tosses and turns and frowns in her sleep.
high heels, real grumpy person. They're all kind of grumpy in their own way. But no, you'll hear this just this thorough description, very, very simple, very subtle.
They were outsiders, so they shouldn't have looked familiar to you, and we kind of figured that they would have stopped here, as outsiders tend to do. Perhaps they may even be staying here tonight. Oh, lads, I'm very sorry, but it's been a quiet evening, as it were. We only have one person staying here, and he doesn't match any of your descriptions.
You'll hear another gulp.
Well, perhaps we will take a look around then, if things are as empty as you say.
You'll hear a moment, like a quiet, like a silence fall over. And then you hear the chair drag open, and you'll hear light, non-armored footsteps.
Now, where did I put... Oh, yes.
And then he you'll hear another light footsteps, and you'll hear something be placed upon the table. You're uncertain of the sound. And let me just check something real quick. And you'll hear silence at what they're looking at.
And this is,
Erwin will say,
2 bottles of red dragon crush wine. The best for the people that protect us. A gift of sorts to thank you to for the protection that you've given. I don't want to waste any more of your time.
and you'll hear the sound of bottles being dragged towards on the table as it being dragged towards someone.
So it's been something I've been holding on for a minute. Perhaps you could just tell the Burgermaster that you didn't see anyone here, just so you don't disrupt my one patron. You're not exactly the quietest of the two.
Silence will linger. You'll hear,
This is a good year.
Erwin will repeat,
Only the finest for our protectors.
He's like, damn, wait, shit, this is kind of good.
You will hear the two chairs drag out, and then you will hear,
Sorry for disturbing you. Have a good evening, Owen.
Erwin will be like,
You as well.
You'll hear heavy footsteps head over to the entrance of the inn. The sound of the door opening. Heavy footsteps leaving. The door closing. And then the sound of a lock turning. Before light footsteps will walk for just a moment. Before you will hear a gust of, like this sort of like gust of wind. The flapping of heavy wings from within the tavern. Elevate up over to your level. And then a gust sound of wind once again being made. The sound of a door opening. And then silence.
Sitting there for several long moments, satisfied that the other voices are gone and that it seems that, though I can't see it, I imagine Erwin just transformed and went back to bed. Del is going to sort of bring a hand up and sort of rub at the side of his helmet. And he's going to try and retain as much information as he can while he goes back into the revelry and finishes up the remainder of his long rest.
All right. So once the evening ends, as you guys complete your long rest, you are leaving Vallaki to head over to the vineyard. Is that correct?
Yup.
To the Wizard of Wines, as it were?
The Wizard of Wines.
The Wizard of Wines. Very good. All right. Well then, before
the mead magician.
before that happens, then I'll let you know what happens. You guys will wake up during the early morning, completing your long rest. Erwin will be awaiting you below the tavern before it is even opened. And he will seem to be very eager to help you get out of town, since the guards have already begun their patrols for you all. And he'll just be like, do you have everything? Make sure you're stocked up. He'll also give you all a quick meal so that you guys are properly fed. So you refill your water skins, and we'll hand each of you a ration for your travels on the roads. So that you would be able to head on over there and do what you need to do. He will also, he will escort you guys out you guys will be able to safely leave the village of Vallaki without any incident, and you will begin your journey over to the Wizard of Wines. Now, as he mentioned before, he will be happy to protect Irina while you guys are out for this one, but he does mention that he cannot protect her forever. So if the Wizard of Wines is where you're going to go next, then you will probably want to make sure you do you finish your journey sooner rather than later. Or you can head over to the old windmill. Which direction? What would you like to do? Or you could abandon Irina and then continue whatever you want to do, which just seems like the less likely answer. But will you continue over to the Wizard of Wines, or will you head back over to the old windmill?
Wizards of Wines. But I also want to ask him, how the hell do we get back in the city safely? Bring your wine.
He would mention to you that if you are successful in the delivery, he's certain that he says he knows the person who delivers the wine. They will be able to offer you safe passage in their wine wagon. Guards do not question wine when it's brought into the city. In fact, take very big risk into being like, yep, bring it in. Oh boy, I'm so excited. Can't wait to get sloshed.
Time to smuggle some Fent.
Yeah, there you go. Jesus Christ. All right, so you guys will head over to the Wizards of Wine, safely leaving Vallaki, learning a lot that has transpired within this town. And because of everything that you have been through, and now that you are heading to another location in the hopes to gain more access to resources that you might need, each of you will be rewarded with a level up. Congratulations.
Holy shit.
Level 5. So we're gonna take a small break, let you guys use the restroom, get a drink, all that stuff, and then we will level up. Does that sound good with you guys?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will we'll see you guys in a few minutes. And we're back. Okay.
Hi.
Oh yeah, sorry. Get out of here, Irina.
I keep accidentally auto-defaulting Grumble's voice to just Southern.
It's close.
Isn't that what it is?
You can do that.
No, it's Aussie, isn't it?
Not Aussie, no.
Oh, okay. But I guess I don't know what it is.
Oh, I thought you were like a southern dwarf.
It's something like, well, like normally it's like, I don't think it's like that.
Yeah, it just slips
But then
into Southern
sometimes I go like,
sometimes. But I think the Southern also works, to be honest.
Yeah, either one.
All right. So it is time
To duel.
to level up. Dueling level ups. Okay. Probably should have pulled out the level up mechanics, but I didn't. I'm a silly little guy.
God.
Tee-hee. Just beat a silly little guy. Oh my god. 1 second. There it is. Very good. Okay. Everyone roll a d20, please, and we'll level up in that order.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, 13, 50. So we got Garen, Dell, Glory, Gremmel, and Rags to Riches as always. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start with Garen. Okay, Garen, you are now a level 5 rogue. Yippee! Yippee! Let's talk about it. Would you like to roll your hit points, or would you like to take the average result?
Always roll.
All right, give me a 1d8, please. That is better than a 4. We'll take it. Nicely done, Garen. Garen, you get Uncanny Dodge. That's pretty pog. Your sneak attack increases from 2d6 to 3d6. You've also been rewarded your first fate point. So, with a fate point, you can re-roll any of the hit point rolls you've made. Oh, did we not record those down? You can also re-roll any of your ability scores, or you can save it to try to get 3 points to get a magic item. What would you like to do?
I'm thinking I want to re-roll my dex to get a max roll.
Try and get a max roll?
You're crazy.
All right, well, you are a stout halfling, which I believe increases. Yeah, you got +2 dex already. Your dex right now is a base 15 currently, so that is fair.
I have an ASI on it too, don't I?
Yes, you do. It's currently a 7. It has a 17 from the ASI. So,
Yeah.
oh wait, you have an ASI on it? Oh, did you go all dex? You did. So you actually rolled a. Oh, you rolled a 13.
Yeah, it's like a 13, isn't it?
Yeah.
Damn.
All right. Well,
I'll say respect.
Yeah. Give me a 3d6 roll, please.
Okay.
/ roll space 3d6, and we'll take that as the
Nope.
as it is. 12.
Fuck me.
That's okay. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't go down. So you're doing good there. Okay, and that. God, I love leveling up martial people. That's it. That's all she did for you.
It's just that easy.
Uncanny dodges use my reaction after I take damage to half it, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Start at 5th level. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your action to have the attack's damage against you.
Got it. Okay.
Yep. So that's gonna be very good for you. Okay, next up is going to be Dell. Dell,
Hello.
you are currently missing an arm.
Yes.
That's really unfortunate. However, you have been given some methods of regaining your arm. Now, before, the way we handled replacing limb loss is you just got it back. You got to tell me what it was, and there it is. We're adding a little bit of a twist to Curse of Strahd because.
God damn it.
Yeah, because Curse of Strahd really just wants you to stew in your choices. So. Those options, you are still able to regain your limb. However, you are only able to regain your limb if opportunities have presented yourself. And for you, there are actually several opportunities to regain your limb if that is the direction that you'd like to go to. We'll go into this once we go to the fate point, but I want to give you these options along with Gremmel, who is also lost to there. So, there are currently, to your knowledge, 3 different ways that you can get your limb back if that is what you have decided. For Gremmel, there is currently only 2, unless you would like to let him know of the 3rd one. The first option you've been given was from Erwin, who said that he would bestow you with a little bit of semi-lycanthropy so that you can grow the arm back. This does mean you get this heavily black feathered arm with a gnarled raven's claw as that. This does mean you do get a 1d4 claw for an unarmed strike damage if that is the direction that you would like to go to, which means your unarmed strike can do slashing. But that does mean it is this like feathered, completely feathered hand with this gnarled raven's claw. So that is one option that you can do if you do wish to regrow your limb. The second option is Blinsky, lovable, wonderful Blinsky. He does believe he can give you a sort of engineered doll-like arm that will work as an arm. It would look to be this sort of like wooden mannequin's arm with a variety of strings and different areas that can kind of keep your arm held up, like. Mechanically speaking, it'll as it creaks and moves, it makes a lot of sound, unfortunately. But it would function as a limb with no penalty. The problem with this, though, is that it can be called shot by enemies. So if an enemy decides to take a swipe at your arm, and damages it enough, it will disable the arm. However, you will be given instructions on how to get it in working order again, so you won't necessarily lose the arm. But that kind of gives you a bit more of, like I said, a wooden mannequin-like aesthetic to the arm if you wish to go in that option. The third option that Del, you, and Rag are the only ones that know about. And that is... Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, I'm pulling up the docs. Because I gotta get their name. Vallaki... And okay, it's specifically that of Father Lucian Petrovich. Now, this option is not available for you right away because it would involve you needing to do something. But once you have completed that something, you would be able to get your arm back. The good father, knowing that your quest is sacrificing and noble, and it could potentially help the citizens of Barovia, of the entire nation of Barovia, if you were able to recover the bones of San Andril, the Father Lucian will actually bestow upon you one of those bones, and only one of those bones. He will use it in a holy ritual to the Morning Lord to regrow your arm with one of the bones of San Andril as the base of that arm, while the rest of it is completely grown back. This will give your arm, which is funny for Gremel, a golden-like hue. That will give you a nice glistening glow. By doing so, you will acquire the cantrip Light that you will be able to cast as a cantrip. Whether it is upon you or if you inform Gremel of it upon Gremel, which means, yes, Gremel would also be able to cast the Light cantrip as long as he is not raging. If you already know the Light cantrip, I will allow you to replace that Light cantrip with another cantrip of your choosing. So those are your 3 options for regrowing back your limbs, if that is something that you do wish to pursue. Something to start thinking about right now. Sound good?
Yep.
Okie dokie. So, with that being said, let us begin Del's leveling up. Del, you are level 5. Would you like to take the average of 4 hit points or roll for your hit points?
I'll roll.
1d8, please. 1 hit point added to your total. You now have the ability to destroy undead. Your destroy undead CR is now over at half. And you now have gained access to 3rd level spells, 2 of them. What are the spells that you would like to learn?
Currently I'll be taking Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians? Okay. I see there's another spell here. The daylight spell that you would have gotten from your...
yes.
Yeah.
I put it on there, and then I realized that I can only have one other spell prepared, so I won't be having that one prepared.
Gotcha. That's
I will be having Daylight or Spirit Guardians prepared.
Okay, sounds good. So Spirit Guardians will be prepared. I'll just remove. Well, I mean, you'll just prepare it with the book spell, and you could leave Daylight there. That's totally fine. Also, because you are a what's the word?
Up to level 6 for some reason.
Oh, did you level up your character?
There we go. I'm back to level 5.
Okay, yeah, I was handling your level up, so that's
gotcha.
what happened. Yeah, okay, all right. So you're level 5. We'll go through the hit points, make sure everything's good. You don't have tough or anything like that, right?
Nope.
So you would have just gained like 3 hit points. Okay, very good. So your your hit point roll at 4 was also a 1. So you had an 8, 8, 8, 1, and now 1 again. So, but that's okay.
I mean, that averages out if you got a bunch of 8s.
That's
yeah,
man. add column. Oh, not column. My bad. Ah, shit. I wish making tables were easier in Foundry. So we'll add the 5. Okie dokie. You, Del, have been given, excuse me, a fate point, fragment of fate. Would you like to save it? Would you like to use it for one of the options to regrow your limb? Would you like to re-roll a hit die roll that you've made previously, or re-roll a stat roll? Or would you like to save it, accrue 3, so that you can get a magic item or feat?
The options changes things.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and think.
I kind of don't like the options. I'm gonna reroll my int.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh, imagine.
Oh my god, he's gonna brain blast. Holy shit.
All right. Then here we go. Give me a 3d6, please. That's a 9. Well,
a brain spurt.
with as a high elf, I think you get an intelligence bonus, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Let's go ahead and see, because you're a high elf. Give me 1 second.
You are now slightly above average intelligence, I
He
think.
can read. He can fight.
He snapped out of it. He's been in a brain fog ever since the poor...
The incident.
The incident.
Yep, there it is. Very cool. Your intelligence is now a 10 with your ASI.
Holy shit, he's average. Let's go.
Yes, if you want to go and set your intelligence to a 10, you are free to do so. But yes, you now have a 10 intelligence.
Yeah. So his prayers, which were previously to Shantea, to offer some guidance, some comfort, some succor in the night. Instead of an arm, it is
a point.
A sort of breaking down of mental walls built via trauma. And where there had been cowardice before, it is replaced now with a sense of duty and a sense of courage.
All right.
Oh, hell yeah.
My goat.
Goat!
I'm curious what we're going to see from Del now because of this growth spurt. All right, give me 1 quick second. I shouldn't have started doing this because now I definitely want to finish it. Wa-bam. 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 Yeah, you went from 6 strength to 17 strength. You went from 5 int to 10 int now. It's coming back. It's coming back. You're doing great. Keep it up. Your deck still sucks, but that's okay. Everything else
I wear heavy armor. I have no reason for dex.
Exactly. Okay.
Hey, let me hold some.
Let's see. So we got Garen, we got Del. Next up is going to be Glory.
Me.
Hi, Shaba. Would you like to roll your hit points, or would you like to take a 5?
I'm gonna roll.
Please roll.
Hey.
That's a 9. We'll take that.
9 plus 2 is 12. Good shit.
That's some good shit.
Well, no, but...
No, not 12. My brain is 11.
I believed you wholeheartedly that I was willing
I know.
to break the rules of math.
Listen, 10 plus 9 is 21.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't it work that way for 9 plus 2? I'm EB.
Let me check a thing real quick. My little eldritch knight. All right, so at 5th level, nothing changes with your spells. Very cool. Okay, well, there it is. Very nice. Glory, you're now 5th level with a lot more hit points. Congratulations.
Extra attack, baby.
All right, Gremmel. We are first going to start with your hit points. Would you like to roll a d12, or would you like to take the 6?
I'm gonna roll.
Please.
Brett don't want my fate point.
11.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry.
Whoa.
We'll take the 11. Very good. Let me add this. Then I gotta go back to glory. You got extra attack, and now you've got fast movement, so you're moving a little bit faster. And then we'll go to your fate point, because you do have some options. Let us head back over to glory. Glory.
What the fuck?
I know. I was like, yeah, I think that was it, right? I totally forgot. I apologize. With your
This level up was so easy.
Yeah. With your fate point, would you like to re-roll a stat? Would you like to re-roll a hit die? Or would you like to save it for a magic item or a feat?
Man, wouldn't it suck if I say that I wanted to save it for a magic item? No, I want to re-roll my strength.
Okie dokie. So I think your base strength was a 14. I don't think you got any sort of thing. Did you use your ASI on strength at all? Do you remember?
I believe I did. I believe I put 1 in strength and 1 in con to make them both 14.
Ah, yes, I believe that is what you did as well. So you've got a base strength of 13 now. Go ahead, give me a 3d6 roll, please. And if you roll higher than a 13, we will change your ability. We will not change your ability. Gamba. Okay, I'm just fixing some shit here. All right, so first of all, Gremmel, 11 hit points. Goddamn, you're hit.
+3.
Yeah, with you being a dwarf.
And then +1.
Yeah, so you got +4. So let me just go ahead and add the numbers up real quick. And then
whoa, 16.
We're going 4 times 5, so it's additional 20. You got 55 hit points, Gremmel.
Very goog.
You are wearing armor that makes you immune
to crits.
You are the totem of the bear that gives you resistance to everything except psychic, I believe. Yeah, you are never going to die.
I'm here to take it.
You're here to take it. All right, so now the fate point. Gremmel, as I explained before, you do have several options now to grow your limb back, with only 2 available to your knowledge. Would you like to save the fate point? Would you like to use it to re-roll an ability score or a hit die? Or would you like to take one of the options to regain your limb?
I guess it would depend if one of the 2 told us about what they did in the morning.
What you talking about?
Well, you know, if they told us about the church and the bones.
Dell and Rag, would you have informed Gremmel about the bones?
Yeah, I think we would have told everybody what we did last night.
Okay. Would you have told them, because the father would have told you perhaps the ability to regrow the limb? Would you have given Gremmel that option to use one of the bones of the saint?
Yeah, I don't see why I would have wanted to conceal it.
Okay. So you do have those 3 options. If you do take the saint bone route, though, you will have to complete that quest before that option is given to you.
Yes.
So Gremmel,
I can save my coin for now.
Okay, so you're gonna save the fate. Are you? I do need to know: are you spending the fate point on that now or not? Because I will have to put it in reservation right now.
Yeah, on
Okay.
some form of growing my hand back.
Okay.
Or arm back.
You would prefer the saint route?
Yeah.
Okay, then we will consider the fate point spent. And if you do complete that quest, that will be your option. You will, which is funny for you because your arm will essentially look the same as you because you're a gold dwarf. But now you will have the light cantrip that will be added to so you'll actually be able to cast a little bit of magic. So
sick.
Very good, Gremmel. Rags to riches, baby. It's time. Let's see what punishment you're gonna be taking. Oh man, you're gonna keep trying to re-roll that wisdom, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I am.
Okay, well first, before we get to that,
okay.
Your hit points. Would you like to take a 4 or would you like to roll a d8?
I'd like to roll a d8.
Then please roll that now.
I love rolling for hit points. Yeah, baby!
Ooh, hell yeah!
Finally!
You also get Destroy Undead.
I think I get a minus. That's true. I also get Destroy Undead. I think is this a -1 though, Brett?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, all right, so 6,
Yes.
which is still good.
Yeah, it's still very good. So yeah, give me.
We talk about how 4 of us rolled 1 off max on our hit dice, and then Del rolled a 1.
Don't worry. I got you.
Yeah.
Not to worry at all. All right, give me 1 quick second. Let me go ahead and quickly calculate your hit points, just because I want to see. All right, and then we will subtract 5. Yes, so you have 24 hit points.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. With your fate point, I must ask the question. Would you like to re-roll an ability score, a hit die, or would you like to save it for a magic item or feat?
I will be re-rolling my wisdom.
Then-
Also, something I literally just noticed was that even though I took an ability score increase of 2, I've still been overriding it with 11. So I need to
Gotcha.
remember that I also have a +2 to my wisdom.
Yeah, actually, give me a quick second. I will...
So I should be technically sitting at 13, but I still have base 11, and I am going to re-roll that.
Okay, give me 1 quick second. Yeah, for some reason, it kept that on there. So yeah, you're back to 13. Okay, I'm feeling good about this.
Maybe this is the one.
Maybe this is the one. Give me a 3d6, please.
All right.
Handing you my luck.
What? Wait, that's not right.
What do you mean? What do you mean that's not right?
Oh,
What?
it's all twos. It's all twos.
What do you mean?
Oh my god. Hey man, maybe next level.
Hey, maybe next time. It's
By the
okay. I
way-
still got a small
Jesus.
buff.
By
At
the way,
least
this
it's
is-
still, at least I'm sitting at
a
13.
double level up, Brett.
I believe this campaign goes to 9 or 10, so you'll get there. You know, maybe.
How is this?
Oh my god. She's gone.
All right.
She's gone. She's
All
completely
right, no,
gone.
I'm back. I'm back.
All right. Too rag, too rich, baby. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up today's session of Curse of Strahd. Next session, you guys will be traveling over to the Wizard of Wines. It'll be a 3-hour journey to arrive over at the vineyard.
That's not too bad.
Where, things will be going your way and should be very swell. Or not. Who knows? This place is hell.
Let's get drunk.
Those wine.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna get glory drunk.
So thank you guys so much for playing. Before we wrap up, got a couple of things to do. Let's see. Oh my god. Checking a thing. Ah, yes. We got a couple of pieces of fan art for you guys.
Yay! Oh my god.
Excellent.
Woo. All right. Let's just begin. We shall first start with nope.
Was that guy?
Someone really didn't want any fan art, I
That
guess.
motherfucker.
Yeah, we're starting with fan art. Leaves. Gone. Well, the reaction imagery is now broken, chat, but that's okay. So if I do this. Yeah, it's broken, but that's all right. Oh, no, we're back. We're good to go. Okay. Hey, guys, you want to do fan art?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Fuck. All right. We shall begin with the following. I really like this one. We're gonna have to scale this guy.
Why are her eyes so wet?
They have to be. It's part of her design. Use wet cat eyes.
Turn away, everyone. Turn away.
Oh my god.
Oh wow!
No way.
I'm so disappointed in you.
Rags to riches, baby.
Rags to riches,
What actually,
baby.
Mom would have agreed
Now.
with you.
Oh my god. What if Strahd aligned with the Oni?
No.
Oh, dude.
Bro, that's fucked up.
Gremmel's ruined.
I'm already getting tormented, man.
New fan artist has entered the channel, Dominus Glitch. coming in with this little.
Oh my god.
Oh, good. And then we wrap up today's fan art with a fan art from Tiny, who it's watching over Ithaca.
He's like, help.
Help.
Somebody give me a hand.
So it's somber and wholesome at the same time.
It's 4 strength. Help.
You think they're following us around?
I need those
Watching.
4 holding, I need them all holding pom-poms and cheering for us, like in the afterlife, while we keep trucking. This is the cheerleading squad ever grows.
Mm-hmm. End of fan art session. 10, 25, 24. God, get this shit out of here. Okay. God, so much advertisements on Discord. I gotta close through now. Okay.
Wait, are 2 of those Joe?
Yes, 2 of those are Joe. Yes.
He died in the same
short
dungeon.
time there.
Joe was like, this is my final session, and perished. I mean, you guys did try to save him, and fate just was like, kill that man. All right. Bingo bongo.
Common Joe Fudge L.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Shadows of Vallaki. Let's begin. Assassination goes off without a hitch. Nope. Oh, fuck. I think that was said at least a couple of times. No surprise attack. No coin flip. Crowned is bloodthirsty. Del is not. Crowned, were you bloodthirsty?
I did threaten to guiding bolt the.
You sure did. You sure did, partner. Crafting RP, no. Del, deity lore, a little bit, because we were going to church. No nightmare visions. People get weirded out by the group. Adventuring gear used. Nope. Group gets weirded out by the people. I mean, I think just by default. DM loses. Sorry, not today. Bingo time. No negative roll. Gremlin oversharing causes or solves a problem. As always. We could take them. They couldn't take them. That didn't happen. DM wins, always with this group. Someone tries to tell Gremlin the Oni isn't real. Actually, you know what? I think Erwin didn't tell him that. I think Erwin...
Yeah, Erwin said he'd never seen it before.
Yeah, Erwin entertained the idea and didn't dismiss it.
He was saying it in his head.
Yeah, but he definitely was saying it in his head. Finding a corpse in a random place. No nat 20 today. No nat 1 today either. Glory finds out she's the only smart one. God damn.
What's everybody's int?
Rag and Glory yells at someone on Irina's behalf. The twins mention something fucked up to do with their parent. What the fuck is this? Oh, fucked up with their parents, I think is what it was meant to say. Yikes. No nat 1, and Glory, I don't think popped off today. I'm gonna say.
Nah, she didn't have any reason to get too mad.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for playing. We will be back on the 6th of November. So no D&D next week, but we will be back November 6th, where you guys will head over to the Wizard of Wines. I will see you guys later.
Yes, sir.
Dog says bye too.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.